one of the biggest problems that I always hear from entrepreneurs is my biggest pain point is that I'm not sure exactly if what I'm doing is right or wrong. I'm not
Hmm.
sure if the trajectory is up or down. I'm not sure if this is the right thing to do, that this is the right next to make or
Yeah.
not. And when I
Yeah.
need to make such a plan for 3 or 5 years, there's so many things I can do wrong with this. There's so
Yeah.
many mistakes I can do along the way. Now I have to pour them on the paper. Like, whoa, so many insecurities, so many, insecure points and
Yeah. Yeah.
unknowns. Oh my God,
Hmm.
that creates fear. I don't want to do that. I just
Yeah.
want to do the next thing, the next little thing that I am pretty certain at. And if I get that wrong, then okay, I can do another thing. But now you ask me to plan all these, steps
Yeah.
that I'm not sure of. So how can we reconcile that? How can we overcome this feeling? And I hear it a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard it before, but I hear
Oh,
it all the time.
absolutely. Absolutely. A little bit of what you're describing, I think, is it sounds a little bit like imposter syndrome, where you don't have that confidence from within and you're worried that you're going to take the wrong step. And you're going to take the company or the business in the wrong direction.
Okay, we're talking about things that we haven't done before. We
Yeah.
want to develop, we want to progress, we want to take it to the next level. We haven't done that. So
Hmm.
that's an unknown. Now let's think about 3 years of things that we want to do that we haven't done before. So
Yeah.
it's either being an imposter or just, like I said, taking the biggest pain of an entrepreneur, the uncertainty, and
Yeah.
now magnifying it.
Yeah, there's two things that come to mind that could help with this. The first
That's a
is,
mindset question, of course.
yeah, it is, but there's also some real specific things that you can do to help with that. The first thing that comes to mind is that you might need a risk mitigation strategy. So as you're developing your long-term strategy for the business, it would be prudent for you to also be thinking about and even discussing with your team what are the potential risks and what's kind of the not backup plan, but let's call it maybe the pivot plan. So if we start going in this direction and it's not working, what are gonna be the signs that, the red flags that we need to look for? What are we gonna do when that happens? How are we going to pivot? So then you feel like, okay, we're going to experiment with this. We're not sure if it's going to be the right thing, but we know how to look for the signs if we're off track and we have a plan for what to do. Now you're back in control. Now you're doing this strategically, not just throwing it at the wall to see if it sticks. You
Yeah.
really plan of if it goes well or if it goes not well, you know what you're going to do. So that's one thing you can do. The second thing is you may want to consider bringing in a consultant that knows how to help you to build a smart business strategy. If you don't know how to do this, there are experts who can help. And it doesn't mean that you have to pay a whole bunch of money or this has to last for 6 months. You can find consultants for affordable rates for a period of time that can help in an area where they have expertise and maybe you don't, and they can guide you through this process. And that can be a really worthwhile investment.
Hey, I'm interrupting just for a moment to say that if you're liking what you're seeing and you're getting value out of this, please subscribe to the channel because the more subscribers we have, the better the tools, the strategies, and the knowledge we can provide to you. So thank you very much.